My dear priests and my dear brothers and sisters in Jesus, the joyful occasion for us because we celebrate the feast of Saint Francis of Assisi. The young man who was born in 1182 in Assisi, a vibrant and a useful young who had a great dreams in his life. The ultimate desire was to become a knight. And with that desire, he went to the neighboring city. And on the way, he was being captured, imprisoned, and later he was released, but unfortunately, he became seriously ill. And that illness made him to have the spiritual crisis in his life that paved the path for his prayer. And we know in the history, as he was praying in the Saint Damiano chapel, he heard a voice from the crucifix, Francis, rebuild my church. He didn't understand what is meant by this. He went on rebuilding the church. Because it is easy to rebuild anything with cement, steel, and mortar. So he went on. But later he realized rebuilding means rebuilding ourselves. That's why it is being said there is a turning point in the life of everyone's life. There is a stumbling block that is waiting for each and every one of us. That block may be to turn back, maybe to take a U-turn, maybe to stop sometime to reflect and evaluate our life and to make a correction sometimes, whatever it is. Of course, there is a turning point in everyone's life. We cannot just go as we are now. As we go now, we cannot just go on. There is a time where we need to stop in ourselves, to think, to reflect where we are. The same thing happened in the life of Saint Francis of Assisi. He too had a great dreams and desires, but all of a sudden he is being stopped, and God is molding him, asked him to rebuild himself. That's why in the letter of St. Paul we read, don't you know that you are the temple of myself? You are the temple of God and the Spirit of God is in you. So we are the temples of God. So today's feast is inviting us, challenging us to rebuild ourselves, to rebuild and mold ourselves according to the plan and purpose of God. And when we look into the gospel, there are many occasions where Jesus invited many people to rebuild. For example, in the Gospel of St. Mark, chapter 10, a young man came to Jesus to follow him. Jesus asked him, go and sell everything and come and follow me. Gospel says he never turned back. He went in his own way. He was not ready enough to rebuild himself. Again in the Gospel of St. Luke, chapter 9, Jesus invited one young man, come and follow me. He said, Lord, let me go and bury my father. Again Jesus invited another, follow me. He said, let me go first and say goodbye to my family. That means they had their own priorities in their life. They were not ready enough to rebuild immediately. They had their own priorities and they were waiting to fulfill all those desires and dreams. They were not ready enough to rebuild themselves. They went in their own way. When we come back to the life of Saint Francis of Assisi, the moment that he received the call from the part of God, he was ready enough to rebuild. We can see many changes that are happening in the life of Saint Francis of Assisi. He was ready enough to rebuild his dream to become a knight that is being transferred to he became a second Christ. That dream is being changed into becoming a second Christ. We have to understand he is only a second Christ. Still there are numbers behind. Third, fourth, fifth, it goes on. So today this feast is challenging and inviting us. We need to be in the place of third, fourth, and fifth. Because that is the mission that me and you have received at the time of the sacrament of baptism. That's the charism of our life. To become another Christ in our day-to-day life. Otherwise, there is no meaning in the life of ourselves. We just live as we want. We become a Christian for name's sake. A radical change is being taken place in the life of Saint Francis of Assisi because he was ready enough to rebuild himself. He was ready enough to sacrifice himself. He was ready enough to become another Christ. Today, the same call is being given to you and to me and to all of us to become another Christ in the place of third, fourth, and fifth, whatever it is. Again, Saint Francis rebuilt his attitude. He was hating the lepers. He was hating the poor. Because he was a highly rich man. He thought, why I should be with them? But when he rebuilt himself, we can see in the history, he went and hugged the lepers. He went and kissed them because he saw the image and likeness of Jesus in all of them, especially in the lepers. So he could do all that. Dear brethren, as we celebrate this feast, Jesus is inviting us to rebuild ourselves. We all know how fragile we are. This pandemic has really made us to recognize how fragile we are. We became so benumbed, freezed before the invisible virus. Even now, the consequence of the same is being continuing. So we know who we are. So our ultimate aim is understanding our nothingness. We are called to become another Christ, realizing our nothingness. We have to become something as we live in this present world. That is possible only the moment that we are being reunited with God, like St. Francis of Assisi, what happened in his own life. So as we celebrate this Holy Eucharist, this feast, let's ask God, Lord, empower us, sending his Spirit upon us, so that we too may be molded, we too may be rebuilded according to his plan and purpose, so that we all may become image and likeness of Jesus. Thus, we may be a true witness in the world in which we live and move.